Choosing colors for embroidery can be very challenging. In fact, I think it's the hardest part of the design process for me. To develop an eye for color, you need to know a little bit about color theory. So here is a very basic and easy to understand guide. When people refer to a hue, it is simply a color. Red, yellow, and blue are primary colors. Mixing two primary colors together creates secondary colors: purple, green, and orange. These primary and secondary colors can be mixed together to form tertiary colors, like yellow-green, red-orange, blue-green, and so on. All of these colors are what makes up a color wheel. They are laid out around the wheel like a rainbow, Roy G. Biv, and the positions of these colors on the color wheel make it easy to choose color palettes once you know some basic color schemes. So let's go over a few. Monochrome color schemes contain one base hue with a variety of lighter and darker values of that one color. Analogous colors are three colors that are beside one another on the color wheel. Complement colors are those that are completely opposite one another on the color wheel. Using a color's complement can really add a lot of contrast. The colors generally appear a lot brighter when they're used in combination with one another. Triadic colors are three colors that are evenly spaced out around the color wheel. Tetradic colors are two sets of complements. This palette can be more challenging to work with, but the easiest way to make it to where it's not going to be visually overwhelming is to work with one dominant color and use the rest for smaller accents. Color palettes don't always look super great when you only select pure saturated colors. You can manipulate the intensity of the color in a variety of different ways. Adding white to a color makes it lighter. This is referred to as a tint. Adding black makes them darker, and they are referred to as shades. Adding white and black to a color, which would be gray, is also known as a tint. This makes the color a bit more muted. Once you really start to understand these concepts, it becomes a lot easier to develop an eye for colors. There are also a ton of tools out there. There's a bunch of color palette generators, and while they don't always completely match with your embroidery thread, you can normally find an embroidery thread that's pretty close in color. An easy way to generate color palettes very quickly is by uploading a photo with some of your favorite colors in it to coolers.co, or you can manually drag and drop the color drops to whatever color you want to use. Then you can download the image, and I recommend having a DMC color card on hand. That way you have a sample of all the DMC colors, and it's a lot more easy and accurate to color match with them. And that's pretty much it. I hope that this was really straightforward and you learned something from this tutorial. If you enjoy this format of learning and you'd like to learn even more, I have a bunch of design tutorials and stitching tutorials on my Patreon. And if you aren't already, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.